Well, God bless you. Good night.
John, the rebounding advantage, just your thoughts on that, particularly offensively, 16-11 there, and the timing of those rebounds are important, it seemed to.
You know, I feel like it flowed both ways, meaning we definitely got some very big offensive rebounds. One of those that Isaac got sticks in my head the most right now, but other people did too. We got some big offensive rebounds that gave us second shots. At the same time, even though we had an advantage, we gave up some defensive rebounds where they got threes. So, you know, just looking at the numbers, we did better than them, which is good. And we needed everyone that when we got them, we needed them, but we still have to do a better job down at the other end.
First half, you forced a significant chunk. You guys zoned. Second half, not so much. Why didn't you go back to it the second half?
I thought they got the rhythm of it a little bit, I thought they got the rhythm of it. And you know, we had some mix-ups on number 11, but our man-to-man was okay. And I just thought that we would eventually get enough stops to win. We could have sprinkled it in there a little bit, but it definitely threw them off a little bit in the first half, but then they got the rhythm of it.
Start of the second half, you guys scored a lot inside with Josh. That gave you the margin, which obviously you needed with the way that they came back. That stretch without a focus coming into the second half to go more inside.
No, from the very first possession of the second half, we made a conscious effort to throw it in. And Josh wanted the ball tonight. You know, some nights I'm not sure whether he really wants it in there. Tonight, it was clear that he wanted the ball, and his teammates, you know, every time I would call something else, they would say, no, let's get it to Josh. So they wanted to get him the ball. So it was definitely a concerted effort.
As for the last few minutes, you never gave up the lead, but it obviously got close there. What didn't you like, perhaps, that you guys were doing towards the end of the game as they came back?
You know, I will nitpick and come up with a lot. You know, obviously there was that stretch where we lost Robinson too many times to give up those shots. And then you know, I thought down at the other end, at our end, we've done this in the past, and we have to get past this, but we made poor decisions in that they would hit a basket and we would come down 1-2 pass and shot instead of making them work a little bit and getting a very good shot. Not that the shots that we were getting, guys can make those shots, but just the understanding of time and score, and that at one point in the game, shot A might be a good shot, but at another point in the game, it might not be a good shot. And so that's part of we have to keep turning that corner, keep growing in that regard.
Did you guys lose some communication and on-ball screens when they were at the pick and pop and get guys open? Was it a communication issue? Or?
I don't. Sitting here now, Ron, I don't remember. I don't think he got those on pick and pops. I don't think Hamilton's. I mean, not Hamilton. Robinson's threes were on pick and pops. You might be right. So, I mean, there was definitely miscommunication on. Regardless, whether pick and pop or something else, he was open too much. So there was definitely some miscommunication there. You know, which we have to. When you go into the scouting report, and you know that's what he does. That's what he does. We know that's what he does, and so we can't let him get those shots off.
Josh, with the way things started for you in the second half, how do you feel you're coming consistency-wise, is trying to do that the entire game and asserting yourself like
that? I just got to do that more. I was kind of in the slump the last few games with, you know, just how I was playing and just with how I was playing and just my effort. And just tonight was just one of those nights where, you know, my teammates were riding me out and I just tried to go out there and perform for them.
Devontae, just at the end of the day, you guys win, third straight win, move up a little bit more in the Big East standings. Just kind of thoughts of kind of where you guys are right now and what this game kind of meant for you guys.
I mean, we knew that this game would be, you know, tougher than most because at this point, DePaul has lost, you know, a few games in a row here, and you know they were coming out strong, looking for a win. And at this point, you know, we had so much to play for, and you know they're trying to recover and get back, you know, where they belong. So we knew it was going to be a tough game, and you know we just wanted to come out with a win.
When you see the defense adjust to your three-point shot in the first half, coming off a pick and roll. You know, I saw that you were aggressive going to the basket more late in the game.
Yeah.
Was that an adjustment mindset that you had going in?
It was, but I think it was also part of, you know, Josh, it's hard to get over those screens, so, you know, I just wanted to attack because, you know, the bigs weren't stepping up. And, I mean, it's easy to get in there and, you know, kind of create for other guys, too.
They had some success, full court pressure early in the second half, and then late. What'd you tell your guys late to kind of right the ship?
We got careless. We got careless. That's all. And I think we were attacking it as if it was. I mean, they did it. Let me give them credit. They did a good job of going from full court man-to-man run and jump into one of their zone presses. And so we probably saw 3 different presses tonight. And we were a little tentative and just didn't do a good job of adjusting and figuring out which one they were in. But that's what they do. I mean, so you have to give credit to them. They, you know, Coach Purnell's teams have always been very good. And we actually anticipated to see it a lot more than we did. But their timing of it was very effective.
Josh, talk a little bit about your pick and roll action with Devontae. I saw you guys had one misplay and you kind of had that team chemistry going where you saw each other and were able to communicate, that was my fault. Going into the tournament, those kind of plays, you got to be able to get to the next place. So
what you doing?
Talk a little bit about that. Hey, Coach.
You sound like a coach.
Do you mean offensively or defensively?
Offensively.
Okay.
Offensively.
Offensively, the one where we came down, I mean, it was just one of those where a lot of times Coach tells us, to be out there and just, see what's going on. And, we know that teams are going to play Devontae hard. We know that they're going to try to focus and, try to get him off the three-point line and try to pressure him. And I just, realized one time, hey, like I'm setting a screen, the guy didn't step up and he got all the way to the cup and scored. So, we're going to try to do a lot more on that and just kind of stuff we, just saw on the court.
You have a good amount of time off before the St. John's game last time. You get a week this time again before you play them up there. Is that good right now at this time of the season as you get late toward the end?
Well, like I said, leading up to that game, if you win, it's good. If you lose, you can say it had too much time off. But I think it's good. Much like I said prior to that game, it gives us a chance to tighten up a few things about Georgetown. A lot of times, once you get into the rhythm of a game, you immediately have to get back, and start preparing for the next team. This is what they do. Practice is geared towards preparing for them. When you have this amount of time, besides getting some rest, it gives us a day or two where we don't have to worry about the opposition. And when I say I don't mean we're not going to not worry about the opposition, but we can focus on, hey, we know we need to get better at this. Hey, we know we need to get better at this. So you can devote a larger chunk of your practice time to us. And we plan on doing that this week.
Josh, you guys are up 42-22 in the paint, 18-8 on second chance points. Did you think going in you'd be able to kind of control those parts of the game as well as you did?
Yeah, I mean, anytime we go out there, I feel like, we can have an advantage with that and just kind of how they were guarding us, with Hamilton not trying to get in foul trouble and kind of, Forrest kind of in the Pigmas moments just to be aggressive and, when teams don't have shot blockers, kind of like what they don't, just try to be aggressive and go to the cup every time.
This is for both Devontae and Josh. This is the last home game that the students will actually be here for you guys as your last one is over spring break. How would you assess the student support you guys received this year, considering some games they've come out for you and some games they really haven't, despite having the season that you're having?
Honestly, it's been phenomenal for them to come out. I mean, they've been, there majority of the games. They've been out there. They've been loud. And to be honest, we really thank them for coming out and, supporting us. I mean, a lot of times they don't have to come out, with other stuff going on with school and other stuff, but we have one of the best fans in the country, so we appreciate all our students for coming out and, hopefully seeing them in the Big East tournament.
And let me piggyback off that. I agree with everything he said. The students have been terrific. They've been outstanding. And it's just because of spring break, they can still come to that game. We don't need to make it a full They're not going to come. They can still come out for that. We have 5, 6 seniors. It's their last home game. They can still come.
Anything else? Thank you.